Peace to the gods. This ain't just another feature. This is a moment. This is documentation of a cold-blooded pen, a sharp voice coming straight from the cracks of Hartford pavement, where bars ain't just metaphors, they're testimonies. Welcome to a heavyweight edition of the Sloburn Report, where we salute legacy in the making. And today, we're spotlighting the man whose verses cut deeper with every project, MANN95. From pain-soaked imagery to calculated flows, his new drop, Popsicles, ain't just an album. It's a timestamp. A bitter cold journal of trauma, triumph, reflection, and reckoning. It ain't for clout. It's for those who feel the frost in real life. He's been consistent. He's been fearless. And he's been building brick by brick with that slow burn discipline we live by. So before this one spread like smoke in a closed room, we had to tap in. Let's get into it. Before we get into these questions though, I want you to introduce yourself. Let the people know who you are, where you from, and what you represent.
Yo, I'm the coldest one, the frozen one. MANN95, 95, man. Like, I got many aliases, but, you could just, you know what I'm saying, as long as you don't disrespect me, call me whatever you want, you feel me?
Word, that's a fact.
Mainly, I'm 95, you feel me? So,
Word.
You know what I mean? I was born in Hartford, Connecticut. I moved from Hartford when I was 12 years old to a small suburb of Bloomfield, Connecticut, and really, I represent this real shit, life bars. I represent for people who been through shit, who overcame shit, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
And yeah, that's it.
So for those who might not know yet, we already did that. We gonna go around that. Motherfucking. Before we dive into the new project, how many projects would you say you dropped in total? And how do you feel your catalog speaks to your growth?
So like, I dropped, that actually came out, I'll probably say like 3 projects that I would count. And the first mixtape was No Backup Plan. That was like a more of a traditional mixtape with like the DJ Mark Angel. He went in with me. I gave him some joints and he was blending them and cutting them in. It wasn't more like, nowadays mixtapes is just like, yo.
It's like more like an album now.
Yeah, just with no real order or structure to it. You feel me? But
right.
Yeah, so we made it a point to do some old school type shit. You feel me? And like drops and blends and all that other stuff. So I'm actually going to re-drop that because it was on that piff, but once that crumbled, you know what I'm saying? Like,
word, we were just talking about that the other night. Yeah, man, I had a few joints on there, like at least like 4 joints on there.
Yeah,
they all gone.
Yeah. So it's in the Matrix right now. It's in purgatory right now.
Word.
You feel me?
It was an archive up there for a while, but I don't even know if that's there no more.
Yeah.
They had the archive.
So that was the first project where I really like, cause I've been doing this shit since the 90s, you feel me?
Word.
But like, I've been in and out, dropping records, featuring, but like a solo project, that was my first offering, you know what I'm saying, to the people. And it was dope. It was like right around the time, it was probably like 2011, you know what I'm saying? But
gotcha.
Yeah, after that, way after that, it was Cold Occurrences, you know what I'm saying? And that was the first installment of the Cold series that I got with my man Little Vic. You feel me? So after that was 5 years ago. And I just was looking back like, God damn, like I'm 5 years ago, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's big gaps, you know what I'm saying? So all the spitters know, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. But a lot of the fans ain't know because I wasn't consistent, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And then now we got, Popsicles, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And Popsicles, like a lot of people don't know, like like I'm pretty sure you go through it too. Like as an artist, it's like scatterbrain, man. Like especially when you got your own lab, you might start like 17 different, like you know what I'm saying, projects.
Your mind all over the place.
Yeah. And I got like to the point where I was just like, it's time, man. Like I'm playing around. So Popsicles originally was Cold Pizza. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And Cold Pizza was set up to be like the album of like old or unreleased joints that was still hard. So like Cold Pizza to a lot of people, it's it's old, it's cold, but it's still good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
that makes sense.
So that was the thought process behind Cold Pizza. But I started creating too much new music for the project, so I couldn't really keep it Cold Pizza. It didn't align with the theme. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So that's when it transformed to Popsicles, which was a cold treat for everybody. You feel me?
Got you. And that's dope, man. I love the whole cold concept, man. There's so many places you could take that there.
Yeah.
That definitely show your love for music. And when did you first fall in love with music, and what made you pursue it seriously? Because you definitely serious about your craft.
Yeah, man. Like I first fell in love with it, like man, since I was a kid. Like since my mother used to be in the kitchen, cleaning the kitchen of like Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick, like the show. You know what I'm saying? And I remember, you know what I'm saying, all that shit just like in my head, like you know what I'm saying, like old school hip hop, but not even just hip hop, like gospel, like R&B, like you know what I'm saying, like
just music.
I was a music nerd. Like even like growing up, like I get all of the like. I'm pretty sure a lot of people did. Like when you get the CDs, you reading through all the credits first before anything. You feel me?
Word.
I was reading like all of the Source magazines and all of like seeing who produced this and who A&R'd this and like who got the hip hop quotable, how many mics this album got.
I was in the same thing.
Yeah, so it like I was engulfed in that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like even artists I wasn't really even interested in, I end up reading they interviews or whatever. Cause
exactly.
Dead.
Just appreciating the story of like artist's journey and like just different like production and like I might not even listen to the music, but I appreciate like the production and the way they was moving, and you know what I'm saying?
Facts. That's a fact. So this one I've been wanting to ask you, I've been waiting to ask you. Who's your personal God MC, the one who showed you what was possible with the pen? Like as far as who inspired you to go out and write? When was that first time you heard like some mind-blowing lyrics and said, yo, I gotta try that?
I say like, so I got a lot of inspirations, man, you feel me? And they all from like different subgenres within the genre, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause me, I like to say I'm a chameleon. Like I feel like I could get on, if somebody call me for a feature, I could get on whatever and blend in, and it ain't like it's inauthentic. You feel me?
Got you.
I like to think that that's because of like the different styles that I listen to and I cater my style to. So like, of course, like Nas, like Black Thought. You know what I'm saying? Like at one point, my favorite MC was Common Sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I appreciated Calm because like I fucked with heavy boot camp, heavy Mob Deep, heavy like you know what I'm saying, like all the like gritty, grimy, you know what I'm saying, hip hop. But I appreciated Calm because he like was from Chicago, he was from the hood, but he also ain't like trapped himself into like hood bars. You know what I'm saying? It was like so like he showed that he could like really paint a picture, you know what I'm saying, without being trapped, you feel me? So I like that aspect.
One of the coldest. One of my favorite joints is that Testify joint.
Yeah.
Yo, that's one of my favorite joints,
that video
man.
crazy too. That video crazy.
Fire.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, him, but like mainly, I ain't gonna lie, like Hove, Nas, the typical joints, you know what I'm saying? But the unsung heroes like Black Thought, Common Sense, you feel me?
Right.
A lot of lyricists, Lounge Cats, Wordsworth, you know, like Punch, like it's some cats that ain't even on cats' radars, but for me it was
Right.
just about the bars, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Bars heavy, man. Bars heavy. Um, what non-music inspirations do you feed into your art?
Man, just lifestyle, man. Like I love seeing people like just create. You know what I'm saying? Like people
Yeah.
artists people are artists like in all different like aspects, like from like that have nothing to do with music. Like my right hand man side, like he, you know what I'm saying, he do sneakers, you know what I'm saying? He
Right.
car world, you feel me? Like it's different. I appreciate people just being creative. So like any creatives, I could draw inspiration from them. If I see them painting a new like sketch or something, you know what I mean? I'm like, I need to get in the lab. You feel me? Like this is
Word.
it's inspiring to me. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts. Like I listen to like Questlove Supreme, like Questlove podcast, and he could be like interviewing like Stephen Hill from BET, and then like I'm just like, yo, I gotta hit the lab, man, because it's gonna connect me somehow. Like I'm like, okay, how do I get to Stephen Hill? You know what I'm saying? How do I get on a podcast to tell my story? You feel me?
Right.
But guess what? I'm
That's
on
a
the
fact.
podcast now telling my fucking story. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
You know
We
what I'm
hear it, man,
saying?
and we definitely want to hear your story. We interested
Yeah,
in hearing your story, man, because bro, you a talented brother, and I feel like the talent definitely needs to be exposed, not just for Hartford, but for the whole state. And then I'm gonna go on to the region. I want to attack the whole New England and bring, because there's so many
yeah,
people, man, that I come across that's just dope artists. But let's keep it focused on MANN95 and his popsicle joint right now.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
do you typically write everything out, or do you go in the booth sometimes and just memorize 8 bars and punch in, or is everything calculated and written down?
So like with me, it I in my life it been sections of different ways that I wrote. You know what I'm saying? When I was like younger, 7th, 8th grade, I wrote everything out. Like I have like if niggas who was around knew like I had like 20 verses in the head. You feel me? Like ready to battle anybody. You know what
Had
I'm
to.
saying? Like yo,
You
and it
had
was
to.
like when I wrote my whole thing was to memorize it. I'm writing a bar. Every time I mess up on it, I gotta say that shit over again. So I could be like on the 3rd bar. I start over. I get 2 new bars. I start over. So by the time I finish writing a verse, I memorize the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I ain't gonna lie. Now my memory is terrible. You feel me? Yo,
Same
like
here. The
you know what
same
I'm
here.
saying? Like, but now that I got my own like set up my own studio, I don't I don't write much, you know what I'm saying? But if I go to somebody else's studio, I'ma write, you know what I'm saying? Like in my shit, I got the freedom, the time, the flexibility to do whatever. So I'ma let the beat guide me and I'ma just start like I'm like I think of like the first like you said, probably 2 to 4 bars, you know what I'm saying? And then
Right.
boom, I lay that down. Then I'm like, okay, I to even get more technical for the rap nerds out there, like if you got Logical Pro Tools or whatever, like I started off with like 2 tracks, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all the 9-5 secrets, you know what I'm saying? It's like 2 blank tracks along with the beat. The beat don't count. The beat is up there, so it's 3 total tracks. And then I'm in and out it. Like I'm gonna do the first 4 bars on the first track. Then I'm gonna come in on the second track, you know what I'm saying, with the next, and then I'm gonna go back up to the first with the next.
Got
That's
you.
why, like, if you hear my verses, some of them like I purposely like I'm coming in. It's like I'm doing a Nas, I mean like a SP and Jada like by myself. You feel me? Like I'm
Got you.
coming in off the end of each bars. You feel me?
I
So
got
like
you. Okay.
it's way easier for me to do that. Like now it's quicker. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
Yeah.
and it's like good quality control, because then it's like, if I don't fuck with it, I just delete that bar right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
Right.
what's the next hottest bar I could do right then? But if I'm in somebody's session, I'm writing it down. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I ain't playing with nobody else time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm there,
Facts.
they call me to do it. Like, I'm just coming in to do a job, lay my joint down, and I'm out. You feel me?
That's a fact. But that's definitely a dope tip right there, man. I'm definitely gonna keep that one because as you started saying, I'm like, damn, that makes sense. Why I ain't never do it that way? Like
Yeah,
I do it one
yeah,
track, be sitting there playing surgeon and shit on it when I could have just did
yeah.
it how you did it, man. So thank
Yeah.
you. If y'all out there and y'all heard that tip, man, definitely you might want to try that because that's a good one to have in your arsenal, man. Tricks, man, for sure.
Yo, it make productivity that much easier. I ain't gonna lie. The workflow is mad easier. You start pumping
Yeah,
them things out. You feel me?
yeah, I like that one, bro. That's we just talked about productivity. What does a productive studio session look and feel like for you?
Yo, so it's different. Like for me, okay, like I be record, like for the most part, I record by myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't need. I can record under any circumstance. To be clear, like you know what I mean. Like I could be in a room full of spitters. I could be in a room full of chicks. I could be in a room full of A&Rs. And you know what I'm saying? I'm always going to perform. You feel me, yo? But most of
Word.
my recording is by myself in my crib in this closet that I'm in right now. You feel me, yo? So, like, for me, when I step in here, I got to at least, like, if I'm starting fresh, productivity for me, I got to at least have the first verse and the hook done. To me, that's the
Right.
song. To me, the song is done after that because, you know what I mean? That's the basis of it for me. Like that second verse is gonna write itself. After I got the first verse and the hook, second verse gonna write itself. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if I lay down the first verse and the hook, then that's a productive session to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's about the same thing for me. Like even as far as writing, like I'll start writing and I'll write like a verse and a hook, and then sometimes I might just stop there. Sometimes I'll stop at 8 bars, but long as I got the idea that where I want to take it, then I
Yeah,
just stop. I might jump on something else because I don't like to keep
yeah,
hearing the same beat over and over and
yeah,
over.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know,
Definitely.
um, we already talked about what inspired the title Popsicles and what the name means to you. But has anybody gave you their own interpretation of what they felt Popsicles meant? And he was like, oh yeah, I like that one right there. That makes sense.
Not real, like sort of like people. You know what I'm saying? Been like having their own different theories of what it was, and I mean it's like around the same shit. The bottom line is it's cold. You feel me? It's a cold treat. You feel me? So somebody gave me some wild ass theory like, oh, this is you feed like these rap niggas is your kids and you feeding your kids with the cold like treats and all
Oh,
that. I was like, I wish I was that ill. I thought of that one. I ain't think of that one. You feel me? But yeah, that was the wildest one I heard. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, man, you definitely see them cult emojis flowing around, man. You definitely started like a cult
Yeah,
following. I would say with the way people respond to your music, they know don't put the fire emoji, you put the cold emoji.
yeah. I've
Anything
been
cold,
I've been purposely trying to just brand that because it's like you're gonna see fire emojis everywhere. You feel me?
facts.
And I ain't saying like I created the emoji or nothing like that, but like when I started doing this shit, no niggas wasn't doing that shit. You feel me?
That's a
Yo, like
fact.
it was it
That's a
was
fact.
it was like everybody was throwing the flame joints, flame joints. I was like, nah, I'm gonna be on some. They could fight for the hottest. I'm the coldest. You feel me? Yo, like
Right.
and it just took off from there. And I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, all my supporters who really like follow that, go by that. They added to the brand. And you know that don't cost no bread, yo, to throw up a little code emoji or something like that. That's showing you support me, you understand the movement, and you ain't had to spend no money. You just, but it meant more than money. You feel me? So
Right.
yeah, I definitely appreciate that.
For sure, man. Shout out to the people that really support and they show love. Keep on showing love, man, and keep letting them cold emojis fly, man. He deserved every single one. If you put 10, 20, 30, 100, he deserved every single one of them, man. This man is
Word.
nice. You kind of gave us this answer too, like the headspace you were in when you was creating this project, but like how did you keep a level head? Like, was there any times where you got thrown off and you felt like you almost scrapped the project, or did you just make it all the way through flawlessly? How did it go?
Yeah, so it wasn't no times where I really felt like discouraged or anything like that. A lot of the songs were, some of the songs on there, like when I was making those songs, I was going through different shit. So, you know, it's pain in them songs, it's love in them songs, it's different emotions that are true to me. You know what I'm saying? But like as far as the whole project, it was like I told you, it started off as Cold Pizza. So it's a few of them songs that came from other places and I
Right.
just like blended them together. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of easy. It wasn't in the traditional aspect of like, all right, gotta sit down and record this album. It's like, oh, damn, I got this on. This song hard. This been on my computer for a minute. This song been like I like John No with
Right.
Prophet CMK. Like that song was that song is like the song, just the two verses is like probably like 10 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like on the first verse, I'm talking, I only had the first verse for that 10 years in that beat. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
I was talking about not seeing my daughter. And she, like, my daughter is 13 now. You feel me? At that time, she was like 3. You feel me?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But the second verse is like a flash forward to present times. I'm talking about losing my man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so it's a blended of like 10 years of pain and struggle and obstacles that was going on. You feel me? But
Got you.
I was just teetering with the song. Like it had a hook on there from me. It had a hook on there from like Mike Loud. And then it wasn't until like I was driving, listening to the reference. I'm like, yo, I thought of Prophet. I was like, I could get some reggae shit on here, some Badman shit on here. You feel me?
Yeah. That's a dope track right there.
I appreciate that. I ain't
That's
even
a dope track.
like, yeah. So I forgot what the question was. I'm just rambling. My bad. But yeah, yo, that's
Nah,
just,
you good. You basically answered it. I asked you like what, like, did you have any problem?
yeah. So yeah, it was, to just put it like that. It was easy because it wasn't no pressure. It was pulled from different areas. You know what I'm saying? Different songs. I recorded probably like out of the, because it's one interlude. So out of the 9 records, I probably recorded like 4 new ones. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So,
Okay.
yeah.
How would you describe your growth between your earlier work and then Popsicles? Like, what growth did you recognize from yourself from your early days till now?
Yeah, I had to live, man. Like, so like I moved to Atlanta like in 2001. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
I always always came back to Connecticut clearly every year, every major holiday, all of that. You from all my family, you know what I'm saying, is back home. So like, but I didn't like when I first started rapping and like I was like just bars, battle rapping, like punchlines, you feel me? Like
Right.
there was
That
no
was the era.
structure. There was no structure to the topic. Like the hook ain't had nothing to do with the verses. excuse me. So now, like later in my like quote unquote career, like I prided myself on like life bars. You know what I'm saying? Like
Got you.
I wasn't talking about like hypothetical stuff. Like I'm talking about stuff I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? Not even stuff I seen, like just stuff I've been through. I was going through because I seen too many people like just like fail trying to be something they wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you
that
can't
makes sense.
you can't expose me. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't hiding nothing. You feel me?
Got you. It's
Like
all out there.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I basically grown by like putting some substance to my music, making it mean something.
Got you. And that's growth, man. That's real growth right there. That cold ass intro. I played that joint back like 3 times before this interview. That right there definitely set a serious tone. What made you start the project that way? Like
Yo,
you did that. My favorite part is when you like counting off. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
that was the last. It was the intro, but it was the last song I recorded for the album. You feel me?
Okay.
Like, and I was going through. I was like, I need a cold intro. I'm hitting Lil Vic because Lil Vic, that's my go-to man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, I need a cool intro, bro. Like, yo, send me some shit. Like, he sent me like too many beats, man. Like, I literally in my computer, I literally got hundreds and hundreds of beats. You feel me? Like, where I can't keep up. You feel me? So this was just a
Right.
matter of, I'm like, I need something. Like,
That's a
but
good problem to have sometimes.
yeah, it is, but it definitely is overwhelming too. But like I said, I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
I get
complain to
that.
somebody. I ain't gonna complain to somebody who can't get beats. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna complain to the people if they, you know what I mean. But it's my reality. You know what I'm saying? Like so. But I say all that to say, like in that process, he was sending me stuff and it'd be fire, but it wasn't the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Like, and he a busy motherfucker, you feel me? So I'm like, yo, I know I was getting on his nerves. I'm like, I'm trying to release this shit like next week, tomorrow. Yo, send me something, woody whoop. And he might like have some shit going on or whatever. So, um, I had this beat in the computer and shit, and then I'm just like, start humming that shit, like freestyling that. And I'm like, coding him, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
and I swear to God, like, I recorded that shit in like 15 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Like,
got you.
I like just like once I got that part down, the hook part, I
Yeah,
laid the verse down. Then I like did some like post production, adding like some like blizzard effects to the beat and shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, and then like yeah, it was on from then. I was like, yeah, this shit perfect. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Sent it to him. He was like, oh no, nah, this shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
Yo, man, you a 1 man army over there. You recording your own vocals. You writing, of course. You doing it, mixing down. Bruh,
Yeah.
respect, man. A lot of artists don't have that work ethic in them. They want it to be handed to them. They don't understand, like, man, you gotta go out here, get your own equipment, sit in a house and record and figure out. It's tutorials, man. They'll teach you how to
Yeah.
get your voice right, and you can be able to put out projects as much as you want. But if you keep waiting and relying on somebody else to do all the work for you, you're gonna be stuck. Man, this is a new world where,
Yeah.
as far as music, where you gotta be on it. But
Yeah. I had my first was in 2011 when I had my first like started my first setup, like my home studio, and I bought the Pro Tools before I bought my Mac just to make sure that I bought the Mac. You know what I'm saying?
that
Like,
makes
yo,
sense,
I'm like, I'm not waiting, and I'm not gonna be sitting here staring at this Pro Tools. You know what I'm saying? And I can't do nothing with it. So I just gotta
right?
grind. I can't go nowhere. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fast food. Like I gotta stack up. And
Yeah,
I don't like relying on people. You feel me? Like I don't like I will accept help, you know what I'm saying, from people I trust and loved ones, but I don't rely on people because people throw shit in your face. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just got tired of like asking for. So you paying people and they still fronting on you studio time, like they ain't giving the mix back on time. I was like, if I'm a fail, I'm gonna do it in my own hands. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't going to rely on somebody else where they got the power to make me fail. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That make a lot of sense. They Don't Love with Mike Loud. That's an emotional joint. Like it's wisdom filled. Can you break down that record for us? Like, how did it work? Was you Mike Loud in the studio together, or was that one of them joints you had to send it back and he sent you the vocals or whatever?
We so first of all, that's my cousin, like my blood cousin.
Okay.
So we grew up together, like damn near like potty trained in the same house, yo. You feel me, yo? So anytime I need like some singing or something on the joint, he the first person I'll call. You know what I'm saying? Like,
got you.
now, you know, if he front on me, you know, that's on him. But he's still the first person I'll call. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So with
shout
that
out to Mike Loud too, man.
Yeah, he working. That boy working.